Use headphones.
Hello everybody. So for today's video, I was thinking of doing a sort of like 2-in-1. So I'm gonna do that. There's two stories in this video. And it's one video. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, hope you enjoy. I just left my mother's house after visiting her on her birthday. She lives a state over from me, and while I don't visit as often as I should, I try to make it out there when I do get a chance. The drive to my mother's house was fine. Actually, I made pretty good time. Normally, a 6-hour trip ended up taking me only 5 hours, and that was a plus. I never really cared much for driving. Sure, some people would argue that driving can be cathartic, driving peacefully on an open road. For me, however, I just find driving, especially long distances, to be monotonous. The less time I have to spend on the road, the better. I'd left my mother's a little after 4 p.m., and for the first hour or so, I was met with an outrageous amount of congestion. I think I ended up sitting on the highway without moving for a total of 20 minutes straight. Then, immediately after, I was met with intermittent stops, which turned my monotonous trip into one of agony. The constant drive to feet, then brake, was beginning to take a toll on my mind. After about an hour and a half, my GPS came to life, informing me of a severe accident further down the road. Although I wasn't surprised, I was grateful to have something to blame for this bad traffic. As my car crept further down the road, my GPS, with her overly chipper voice, suggested that I take a detour. At that point, anything was better than sitting in this metaphorical hell. The exit was slowly approaching, and just trying to get to that ramp was torturous, like having your favorite food placed just out of your reach. Eventually, I made it and followed a few other cars, making a quick exit as well. My GPS began to plot a new route home. As I drove along the side of the road, around 10 minutes later, I found myself driving alongside farmland for as far as the eye could see. While I was still a little frustrated at sitting in traffic, being able to drive consistently with a relaxing view did help calm me down a bit. It wasn't long after passing the third